Gentlemen, here we go for round 14 at the Italian Grand Prix. I'm your host, BRL Exia 1984. It's a pleasure to have you guys all here with me as we get started here for this race. I've been a little bit gone on for work, but let's bring you the action right now here for this race as we get started. Here we go. We have short qualifying. Get Me My Pipe showed up a little too late, got selected in the wrong car, but that's okay. We know that he's in Racing Point. We know we'll make sure that's all taken care of for him. We have the driver's ring rate. He is moving in. He is in the Haas. The drivers of Signs, Henchman, Loki, one of the big championship battling drivers. He will not be in here for today's race, which is a shame to not have him here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on everything and how the championship standings happens afterwards when we move on into Singapore the week after. So let's get started here as we get going, as we have the Ferrari and the Renault coming up. Canada King is also coming out in that Williams car. So we'll definitely keep an eye on him as he's going around the track. We'll see what he can do. Butters is coming out in the Alfa Romeo. So we'll definitely see how he's going to perform. Let's see as we go through. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, as we go through here. We're going to jump over back onto the stream. We have Marlon Conga. He is a very fast driver. He is now out, as well as we have, see what we have, Slingshot, the Mercedes driver. He's coming out as well. He's always been my fan favorite to pick in this race. We'll see how he performs as he goes around the track. Now let's see what we've got here. We do know that Canada King was the first one out. We will jump over to him. See, let's find Canada King. Where is he? He's diving into the pits, which is a very weird strategy. The first time I've ever seen that one. Wrathful's coming out also for the Racing Point as well, as he's about to start his fast lap, and he's going with the medium strategy. Now the ultimate strategy, welcome to the 5 viewers. Please comment in the chat. We'll have a little discussion. You guys pick who do you think that's going to win the race as we go through, as we're riding along Butters as he's down into turn 1 and 2. Butters is going, ooh, he runs it a little wide on the medium, breaks the back a little bit, tries to power out of it. Looks like we have Marlon Conga. He's right behind him. We'll see if Marlon Conga catches up to him and possibly this gets impeded as we go through. Here, ER10 is also on a fast lap. We'll jump over to him. Where is he at? He's coming through towards the end of Sector 1 into Sector 2. Looks like he has his teammate right behind him. His teammate, Hockey, has on an outlap. Both of these drivers have been sitting side by side as they battle each other, almost setting the same lap times. ER10 catches a lot of gravel there, running the car really wide. He comes through. DRS is not open, which is weird. Probably bailed out on it and he ran wide there. We'll jump down to Slingshot. Where's Slingshot? What's he going to do? Up to the Ascari, going through, running a little bit of the curve, which is interesting. You'll see a lot of drivers try to use a lot of that curve in the race. Some drivers are going to try to take advantage of it. Ring Race on his fast lap. Wrathful started his fast lap as well. Marlon Conga sits the provisional pole at a 121.359, and we go through. What else can these drivers do? Where's Slingshot put himself? Slingshot goes to a 122.8 on the soft compound tires, just getting those things warmed up as they go through. Look, as we have one of the Haas drivers, he's moving out of the way. Slingshot using the runoff, trying not to impede on anybody's lap. Nice job, sir. Mitch is on a fast lap. We're going to dive back over by Butters. What's he going to do? Butters is purple Sector 1 as he comes through on the mediums. Can he push that car even more? Purple for him. Well, is it purple for the rest? Nice tight lines. He's almost got zero down to 9% ERS here at the end of the lap. As we have Wrathful, he won a 121.374, just right behind Marlon Conga, showing that strong pace that he has on those medium compound tires. He's trying the different alternate strategy. We'll see how that all plays out. Jules, Hockey Hess, and Whitney all on the hard compound tires, while a lot of the drivers have opted for that medium to soft compound. Now, the Red Bull duo of both Mitch and SF1 roads have shown extreme amount of pace. Let's see what happens. Butters crosses the line with a 124.3 with almost no ERS. Let's see what happens. We'll drop down with Mitch. Where is Mitch? Mitch is about to cross the line on those soft compound tires. Does he snap pole? He does with a 120.773. We're going to drop back down. Where's Canada King? Canada King's in Sector 1. Where is White Meat? White Meat is coming down up to the Parabolica in that McLaren as he comes around the right-hand turn on the hard compound tires. Where is it going to place him when he comes around? Like Me or Not is also on that medium compound tire. We'll wait to see where White Meat slots in. White Meat slots in 6th with a 124.2 on hards. That's Butters has retired from the session. Very interesting decision. Here we go. White Meat around the bend he goes. Ring Race sets a new provisional pole with a 120.6 on the soft compound tires. That's definitely, he's throwing it out there. Like Me or Not, going to 122.157 on the medium compound tires. We'll jump over to Get My Pipe. Newer driver. It looks like he invalidated his lap. Newer driver. I've heard a lot of good things about this driver. We'll definitely keep an eye on him as the race progresses to see how he does. We're going to jump up with Hockey Hess. He is almost, he's coming through the Parabolica now. What does he have to do? He dives into the pits. Let's see where we have SF1 Roads. He's in the pits. Mitch is in the pits. Ring Wraith is still out there. Who else do we have? Get My Pipe, still invalidated. He's got White Meat right behind him. White Meat's going to try to utilize him to get a little bit of that toe to help him out, but it doesn't seem like it really worked. Does he improve? Doesn't look like he really improves that much there, but he does get closer to Like Me or Not. Interesting strategy. Both hard compound tire drivers, very close, about 4/10 separating them. And how everything is going to play out. We're going to jump over to ER10. What's he going? We have a yellow sector. Canada King has retired from the session. ER10 sits in blue purple second sector. Through Ascari he goes. Try to utilize the minimum amount of curbage as he goes. What can he go through the Parabolica? We will ride aboard with him. Canada King slots himself at 8th. Here we go. What's going to happen? Where's ER10 going to slot? He slots himself second with a 120.698 on those soft compound tires. A little fresher than Ring Race. We got 9 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Please, the viewers that are watching us, please, if you have a vote, who do you think is going to win the race? Please put it in the comment section. We'll try to get a tally. We'll try to make it the people's choice and see what happens. Yes, I understand, Candy King. This track can be treacherous around it. Sometimes it just bites you. Marlon Conga is on fresh softs as he goes down into turn 1 on a hot lap. What can he do? He's looking fast. Looks like it looks like Wrathful has switched to those soft compound tires. We're going to jump down by Sexy 9. Where is he on track? He is ahead of Marlon Conga. We're going to follow with him to see what he can do. Weird, he is on a hot lap, but his ERS is set to 1. So right now, we have a driver that is pushing and not using up a whole lot of ERS. Looks like these drivers are kind of just letting the tires warm up a little bit and not trying to push them as much. Rhodes is going with the hard compound tire strategy. Very interesting to say the least. Let's see. Marlon kind of 3/10 up on his time. 3/10 up. That should put him in a high 20s area, depending on how this all plays out when he comes through. the back straight through the Parabolica with 69. What's he got? And he goes through across the line. What is he gonna do? 123.3. Jump over with Marlon Congas. It's a new provisional pole with a 120.506. So we've got Slingshot. Where is he? He's got the Red Bull. He's aborting his lap with the Red Bull that's right behind him. Is that Rhodes? It is Rhodes. Rhodes is on his hot lap of the hearts. We're going to ride along with him. He sets his provisional pole, or his purple sector for himself. He comes through Ascari. Well, what can he do? Can he put that hard compound tire up there in the front of the grid to help him out through the race? Let's see what he can do. He has yet to set a time. We're going to ride along with him. What is he going to do as he comes around? Across the line, he does a 125.3. He's going to have to figure out something to make it happen, as Get My Pipe is moving. He is in hot lap. He wants to put his Haas up at top. DRS is open with the pumpkin helmet as he goes down through Ascari. We'll ride along with him. See what his view is. He purpled his second sector as he goes through. Nice and tidy. Try not to touch the curve. Runs really wide and it validates his lap. What a shame. He was on pace. He could have done something amazing. We'll still ride along with him. See what lap time he possibly could have had. Hopefully he doesn't fully abandon it and just dive right into the pits. He does. He fully abandons and dives into the pits. Looks like he's possibly trying to do a one-lap banker. We have ER10 Motorsports. He's coming on an outlap. Slingshot. Where is he? He's a little bit off the pace, but he is still moving with that hot lap. He's only got 14% left. SF1 Rhodes is still racing as they go through the Parabolica. He's only got 32%. He's trying to save as much ERS as he can. Onto the main straight, runs it out right before the line, but that's going to make him improve to a 122.2. So right now, he's the fastest hard compound tire driver that there is on track. See, we got Sexy 9. He's coming down the back straight here. He's on a hot lap on soft, 2-lap old softs. You know, the tire deck is pretty high in Italy, even though it is a soft medium. You can do that. I personally would not recommend him trying to push that on those tires. That could possibly ruin his lap. We're going to jump on with ER10. Looks like Sexy 9 ran out of fuel. We're going to ride along with ER10. He's on his outlap as he's going through. Keep an eye on Like Me or Not. He's on his outlap as well. Rhodes is still trying to get a fast lap. ER10 is dove into the pits. Interesting. See what Like Me or Not can do. Rhodes is still moving. We're going to jump back and forth. Does Like Me or Not keep pushing it? He does. He is going to try to set a fast lap on those soft compound tires. Right now, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play, Mad Marlin has provisional pole as they go through. Here. See what Like Me or Not can do as they go through. Hockey Hess is out on his outlap. Get My Pipe is out on his outlap. He goes purple. He's 1/10 up in his sector. Can Like Me or Not pull out the bag of tricks to make himself on pole here in Italy and take the battle, even though his teammate is not here? Jules is also out on his outlap as well. DRS is open. Let's see what the second sector looks like. Coming down the hill and up the hill they go underneath the tunnel. He purples second sector. Almost 4/10 faster through that sector. He's using all the track as he goes through. Down the back straight he goes. Up to the Parabolica. What is he going to do here? Round the bend. Up the hill of the parabolic, here he goes. What can he do? Does he put it on pole? No, he does not. He does a 120.696. Just ahead of ER10 by 0.002. Give me my pipe and Jules. They are on an out lap, about to start the hot lap. We're going to keep an eye on Get Me My Pipe. He has yet to set a time. What can this guy do? Welcome to the 14 viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you like what you see, please click the follow button. Also, please make a comment into the write a comment in the comment section. Who do you think will win this race? As Jules has left the session. What a shame. Hopefully he hasn't running into any issues as they go through. We're going to ride along with Get My Pipe, see what he's capable of doing. Around the bend he goes. Up to 5th. 6th. Down to 4th. Nice tight. Using up all the track that he can without ruining anything. We're going to ride along with him. This man still has yet to set a time. Can he put that Haas up in the top 10? Blue Ascari looking nice and clean. Very nice. Doesn't invalidate. He just needs to keep pushing. Marlin out on his out lap. We have ER10 out on his out lap. Mitch is out on his out lap. Wrathful comes out on his out lap. We have White Meat out on his out lap. 69 out on his out lap. SS4 Rhodes on his out lap. He goes pole with a 120.1. The Haas driver leaving it towards the end, saying, you know what? Guess what? I got a trick or treat for you. Here we go. He puts his car on provisional pole. Now it's a showcase. Can the other drivers take the fight to this Haas driver? They weren't expecting it. Here we have 69. He's starting his fast lap on the soft compound tires. Same with Marlin. Marlin is looking very fast. Like it or not, has left the session. What a shame. There, hopefully the drivers can get him back in. See, we're going to try to ride along with everybody, but right now we're going to ride along with 69. See where he's at. Wrathful's on his out lap. Where is Mitch? Mitch is just starting his fast lap. We go through. SF1 Rhodes is on his out lap. Looks like Wrathful's right in front of him. He invalidated that soft run there. Get Me My Pipe. Looks like he possibly crashed out in that one corner. That is a shame. As they go through, see where the drivers are. We're going to drop over with 69 and jump back with Marlin as they go through. Here goes 69 through the Parabolica onto the main straight, about to cross the line. What can he do? He crosses the line and goes to 121.987. We're going to jump with Marlon Kyer. Can he take the pole away? He does with a 120 flat. 120 flat. Here we're going to jump through with ER10. What is he going to do? He improves a little bit. White Meat improves to 121.3. Mitch slots up to 3rd. What else do we have? Doesn't look like Jules is. He's going around the track, but he still has yet to set a time. We're going to jump over with Wrathful. What can he do as he goes through it? We still have SF1 Rhodes on a flyer. Let's see what Wrathful can do. Jules does not set a time. Wrathful goes across the line to slide himself in 6th. We're going to jump to Rhodes. Looks like Rhodes is going to dive into the pits. He's going to take that 11th place. There. What an interesting lap, but we still have Marlin on a fast lap. Same with 69. But it doesn't look like they're really pushing from what it looks like. Candy King, I bet anyone will win apart from me. You never know, Candy King. This is Italy. Sainz has joined. He is running a little bit late. Glad to see that he has entered in. His car will be a little bit different than his usual Toro Rosso. We'll see how that all plays out. We also have, we'll see if Henchman will be joining Canada King. Anything can happen here in Italy like we saw in Tier 2 with safety cars and virtual safety cars. So we'll have to keep an eye and see how everything plays out. What an amazing qualifying session the Tier 3 drivers have showcased for us. What an amazing battle that these guys have all done. So we'll definitely have to see how this works out as we get ready to start the Italian Grand Prix. Let's see what is going to happen. Do a little review of qualifying. Mad Marlin sets his Renault on the pole with a 120.003. What a blistering lap. Just ousting the Get My Pipe Racing Point driver, but showed up a little bit late and got stuck in the Haas with a 120.166. Mitch slotting his Red Bull, taking full advantage of the championship battle, putting his car third with a 120.2. Ringwraith coming out of nowhere with his Haas car and a 120.6. Legmir not going 120.6. Both Ringwraith and Legmir not taking the battle. I apologize. Wrathful and ER10 all showing very tight consistencies between 4th and 7th. It's clearly a huge fight. I mean, I don't know who I would pick in this battle. 4th through 7th looks looks like a very tough, very hard race. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on them and how they go, especially in the start. This is turn 1. Question is, who's going to play the conservative and who's going to try to make it into turn 1 by throwing their car in there? We've seen a lot of drivers trying to force their car where they shouldn't. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that as they go through. I just want to thank all the drivers who came out and that are going to participate. We have Henchman here. Yes. Henchman and Signs, they have entered and they have joined. We'll definitely keep an eye. Let me see. I do not see Like Me or Not in here. Canada King, Signs. Well, as we're waiting for the drivers to ready up and we get started here, let's see what happened. Looks like Me or Not is still on the grid, and hopefully he can get back in before the start of the race as the driver. He has joined. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Like Me or Not is here. The battle will continue of no AI as Mad Marlin takes the car around the track here as he leads the Tier 3 field around the Italian Grand Prix. We'll take a look at what the tire choices that we have. The top 7 are all on softs. The 8th and 9th are on mediums. 10th is on soft. But it looks like we have a little bit of a conundrum through the field here. We're going to drop down here all the way to 11. SF1 Road starting on that medium compound tire. Canada King, even though he crashed out, he's starting 12th. We've got Slingshot and Butters. They're both going for a different strategy on softs. Looks like there was a little bit of an issue on the grid. They didn't get going. Jewel sitting 15th. He's on that medium compound tires. He's going to try to stretch his car out, his tires out as they go through. Signs and Henchman. Looks like Signs isn't making it around, and Henchman is making it around in the Racing Point. Their cars all got mixed up a little bit due to the fact that Like Me or Not has left the session. I do not know what's going on. Hopefully he can get back in as we get going here at the start of the Italian Grand Prix as Marlon Kanye is bringing it around the back straight. Oh, Canada King, you can't get a podium. You just have to have faith in yourself, good sir. Here we go, everybody, as we get started here. The grid is backing up. Looks like we have, oh, here we go, as the AI has taken over with the drivers as they start lining up. See if we can find a good spot for a camera angle for you all as we go through. Here we go. As we wait for the 5 lights. We have a yellow sector 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we are off and the cars are going. Marlon Kaga gets a wonderful start. Looks like there's a little bit of an issue towards the back of the field. The Haas of Give Me My Pipe is going. He's going to try. No, he's not. He's going to play the conservative route. As we see the Red Bull dive down a little bit back on as Ringwraith makes his move. Raffles making his move on Mitch. As we have White Meat and the Ferraris battling it out. As Alfa Romeo is trying everything he can. As we drop back here. Looks like Rhodes is getting swapped up by the Williams team duo. As we also have Butters, he's making moves. As they go through, Ring Race up to second. Give Me My Pipe has fallen to fourth. As we're going to jump up here into the top battle of these drivers. SF1 Rhodes and Sexy 9 are battling it out with Like Me or Not has fallen to 17th. Hopefully he can get back in. Ooh, Rathwell has fallen down the order. He lost a little bit. He's going to wait for the field to go by. Hopefully he's able to work his way back up to the field. We're going to jump back up here to the top 3 as they battle. As Mitch is 4/10 back from second place. Marlon Kaga has pulled from Ring Race. Can these drivers work, team up and get that leader and catch them down as they go through here. We have a massive battle between 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th here. As they come down, Marlon Kaga sets provisional fastest lap to 1:25.2 as they go through. What is going to... Oh, we had a little bit of an issue in the back. Rhodes loses it. Rhodes, Sexy 9, they both crashed out. Looks like there's a little bit of a conundrum. There is a safety car. There's a safety car in this battle. Is there damage? Looks like Sainz lost half a wing. Rathful, where's Rathful coming out? He doesn't have, looks like he has any damage. Does Jules have damage? Jules does not have damage. Slingshot does not have damage. Does Canada King have damage? We'll wait to see if the camera angle changes with the safety car. He does not. Henchman does not. Does the Ferrari have damage? The Ferrari does not have damage. But does Butters have damage? He's about 4.8 seconds back. With this safety car, the group is going to get bunched up. Let's see. He does not have damage from the looks of it. White Meat does not. The other Ferrari does not. Looking like the Haas's are showing very strong pace, even though Get My Pipe is in the racing point. Supposed to be in the racing point. Mitch, this is going to bunch the field up. That pull that Marlon had is not going to work. Question is, who's going to dive in the pits to try a different strategy? We know Sainz is going to have to dive into the pits. Get My Pipe is going to have... Here we go. Butters is diving into the pits. What is he going to go to? Is he going to go to the hard compound tire? Jules dives into the pits. Let's see what these drivers go with. Butters goes to hards. Jules dives into the pit. He's going to the soft compound tire. Sainz is going for a new wing and a set of medium compound tires. Does not look like any of the other drivers are going to pit. Hopefully, Like Me or Not can get back in. We'll jump back up over here. The safety car is out. The grid have lined up right behind them. The drivers give each other space. Let's try not to have any incidences under the safety car. Here we have it. We'll go down the order for everyone. We have Marlon. He is leading this Grand Prix with Ring Race sitting second in that Haas. We have Mitch sitting third as he is trying to keep this championship battle. He wants to pull on his teammate, SF1 Rhodes. As we go through, pull up the standings here for everyone. Mitch is 22 points behind SF1 Rhodes. SF1 Rhodes is out. I apologize, everyone. So this is definitely going to help Mitch. Mitch just needs to keep the battle going and not fall down the order. Loki is out as well, so this is definitely going to help him out. But Marlon Kanga, he's leading the race. He can reel in these top three. He's only 88 points back from Loki, who was sitting third. Wrathful has moved himself up to 11, even after all the issues that we had. See, we got Get My Pipe. He is sitting 19th in the championship standings with 0 points. Hopefully he can reel some points back in. ER10, he's sitting 12th with 30 points. Only 7 points behind Slingshot. He's sitting in good chance to earn some points as they go through. White Meat's looking strong as he is ahead of some of his competition. Like him or not, who could not make it back in, which is what a shame. Like him or not is a very strong driver. He was showing a lot of pace here in the practice sessions prior to the race. As we drop down to Hockey says sitting ninth ahead of his teammate by 20 points. So this is definitely going to toss up their little in-team battle as they go through. Henchman was a late arrival. He usually is in the Haas, but he's in the Racing Point. He's sitting up there in 10th, right behind Hockey Has in the championship standings, only 9 points. So he's definitely, he's got his little championship rival right in front of him. He has to take the path. Canada King showing strong pace in the last couple races that we've all followed. He's sitting 9th right now. Hopefully he can show a little bit more pace and reel something in. Slingshot, my all-time favorite driver to watch here in Tier 3. He's sitting 11th, respectfully, with 37, right behind Henchman. So we'll see what happens as the safety car is going to dive into this pit as we go through. We'll see what happens as the drivers are starting to get backed up a little bit. Hopefully the drivers can give each other space. Sainz has retired from the session. What has happened? I cannot see it. I don't know what happened to Sainz. What a shame. We're going to jump back up to the head of the field to see. Here they go through. The track is backing. Marlon Kanga really slowed the whole pack of the field. That's probably going to be under review. Slingshot has retired from the session. Butters gets a 5-second time penalty for collision with Slingshot. As Marlon Kanga trying to get the run, the top 3 and 4. Marlon Kanga defending strong on the inside. Mitch. Here goes Ringwraith on the outside. Can he make it stick? Marlon Kanga runs the car really deep. Ringwraith catches a little bit of the curve as they battle. Mitch gets a little bit of a run on the inside as they go through. What's going to happen here in Tier 3? Marlon Kanga's trying to pull the gap, but these guys are in tow with him as they go through. Down into the turn 3 as they go through. Oh, they tap. Ringwraith locks it up just a little bit as the car. Ringwraith spins it. As Mitch pulls away. ER10, we have yellow sector 2. As the drivers were running in really tight into each other. Butters is still in the pits. He's going to a different strategy as he switches to soft. ER10 is trying to reel these guys in as Marlon Kanga pulls out a second gap between Mitch. Here goes Get My Pipe. Can he make something on Mitch as they go through? Henchman, 2/10 back from Hockey Has. We will jump down there as quick as we can as we go through. What is going to happen? Looks like Wrathful is trying to use Henchman for a tow as they come down the back straight. Canada King still sitting in that point, so we're going to keep an eye on that as we go around the Parabolica. Mitch running a little bit of a different line as they come down. Can Get My Pipe get back up in the front? We'll definitely keep an eye on that as we'll jump down to Henchman. He's going to try the outside. Wrathful's there. The Ferrari definitely showing his shoulders, holding him out, saying, no, you cannot. We have a yellow sector 3. Looks like Butters. Butters spun it in Ascari. What a shame. We go through here. Jump back up here to Get My Pipe. Where is he going through? Looks like one of the Ferraris. Hockey has lost it. The Racing Point cars are going to make it past. Hockey Hess is missing his front wheel. What a shame. That's going to allow Jules to take the battle up to him as we go through. What can ER10 do? This is going to help him in his fight against his teammate as they go through Ascari. This is a battle of attrition. Can the drivers keep this going? The Ferrari getting the run on Get My Pipe. He's going to try to get his car to wedge on the inside as they go through the Parabolica. Down on the inside, late on the brakes. Looks like, oh, he lost it. Did he catch a little bit of the curb? What a shame. We lost it in the trees. I tried to switch it over to help them out as the 2 Racing Points now slot up even more to 5th to 6th. DRS is now enabled. So hope this is going to help out a lot of the different drivers that weren't expecting it as they go through. We have a yellow sector 3. Jules has left the session. What a shame to Jules for leaving the session. As we go through here, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. See what we have here. Looks like Henchman and Wrathful are working as a team to try to hunt down White Meat here in this race. Hockey has just dove into the pits. He is going to a different strategy of hard compound tires as they go through. Mitch is now falling to 1.7 seconds. We still have 20 laps to play in this race. As we go through, I agree, he must have left no space. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that with the stewards reports. As we go through, Wrathful making the move on Henchman on those soft compound tires. Henchman knowing this is a race of attrition. We have a yellow sector 1 and 2. Henchman has DRS open and he is chasing down that other Racing Point. They are hunting down White Meat, who's on that medium compound tire. Can White Meat do anything to take the fight to them? We do know that the soft tires can. 69 has left the session. What a shame to that driver. As we go through here, Wrathful trying to make something happen. We know that the soft compound tires go about 11 to 14 laps if you can nurture them out to there. As Mitch is now fallen to 2 seconds to Marlin here in Italy, which is very, very, Marlin is clearly just showing his pace. He's just, I'm going to hammer down and pull away the best that I can. As we have Wrathful, he's sitting 5th. Henchman still trying to utilize him. Try to save a little bit of that ERS, save a little bit of that fuel through that slipstream as he runs a lot of curb out to the back end of Ascari as they go through. Question is Wrathful going to switch it up a little bit? Is he going to pit early and help himself out and try not to hold back Henchman? They know that they're right behind White Meat here as they come through the Parabolica. They've got Get Me My Pipe right in front of him. Here they go. Down the main straightaway. Henchman 3/10 back. He's just going to sit in that slipstream, allow time to develop as they go through. Ring race, looking like he was going to have a fight for the podium. He's sitting back there in 7th. As they go through, anything can happen. It's been a nice recovery, even though there's been a lot of casualties here in this race. Mitch's tires must be falling off because he's dropped to 2.6 seconds to Marlin with White Meat now catching Mitch here in the McLaren. Now the medium tires are starting to switch on. ER10 makes his way past Canada King. Canada King still sitting in the points on those medium compound tires, so anything was possible for him. Bring home points for the Williams. Slingshot has left the session. What a shame to Slingshot. Wish him best of luck for the next race at Singapore or Mercedes. Henchman gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him in the long race here. White Meat still 4/10 back. If he can get a nice run, he can Get My Pipe as he comes through the Parabolica. Utilizing all that track. Wrathful still 5/10 behind White Meat. Henchman looks like he's backing off. You have a yellow sector 3. Looks like Canada King. Something happened to Canada King. Looks like he possibly lost the back end through a scar a little bit. We're going to jump back over here with this massive battle for 3rd place, where the Haas, the McLaren, and the Racing Point are very close and anything can happen. All it takes is one mistake. Canada King gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We have a yellow sector 3. Looks like that's Butters. It is Butters. He lost it there at Ascari. What a shame. That's probably going to mean like another pit stop for him. Looks like Raffle lost a lot of time there. We're going to jump back over. Looks like Henchman is 7/10. Get My Pipe has reeled in Mitch. So now the battle that was for 3rd has now turned into the battle for 2nd. Marlon Kaga has spun it. He spun it out of Ascari, losing the back end. He's got to wait for all the cars from 1st. He went from 1st to 6th. Now Ringwraith, who was battling him, is now going to catch him. Marlon Kaga is going to Marlon's probably going to have to pit. This is definitely going to fall into Ringwraith's hands as we see Mitch and Get My Pipe dive into the pits. Get My Pipe gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Raffle dives in the pit. That's going to slot White Meat and Henchman up top on their medium compound tires. What are they going to do? What is Raffle going to do? He's going to the mediums. Get My Pipe goes to the mediums. Mitch goes to the medium compound tires. ER10 and Ringwraith, they are staying out in this race. The hard compound tires of Hockey, Hess, Canada King, and Butters stay out. But that can help them out. If there is another safety car, they can definitely reel a lot of the drivers in by pitting and using that strategy for them. Mitch, 2/10 back from Get My Pipe. Get My Pipe definitely made that pit stop strategy work to his advantage. As they're coming through here, what can Mitch do? He's looking on the inside. Can he make it stick? 2 cars back. He backs out of it. He's not going to send it up there. He knows there's going to be a lot of issues if he tries. This is the closest battle we have. Mitch sitting 7th, Get My Pipe 6th. Canada King gets a 3-second time penalty for track limit. Here goes Mitch. DRS is open up to Ascari. Can Mitch get a nice run on Get My Pipe as he goes through, utilizing a lot of the curves on the entrance and a lot of it at the back end, but not on the middle. He's now 5/10 back. He's fallen about a little bit to him, but he gets a slipstream up to the parabolic. Raffle slots ahead of these guys. Ringwraith dives into the pits. Where is that going to slot Ringwraith? We'll jump over here as Mitch. DRS is going to be open. What can Mitch do? Here goes Mitch. He knows he doesn't have it to take Get My Pipe. Raffle slots up to 3rd. ER10 loses it. Looks like he blew the corner a little bit, locked up, and sent the car ahead. What a shame, but we're going to dive back into the battle. Right now, if this goes the way it goes and Raffle's able to hold it, I am not going to say it because I don't want a commentator curse, so I'm going to keep my mouth quiet. Here goes Mitch, 3/10 back behind Get My Pipe. What can Mitch do? Here comes the battle. Onto the second DRS zone they go. Can Mitch get a run on him? Dines has left the session. What a shame. Goodbye, sir. As we go through, Mitch, 2/10 behind him. Looks like he had to get real heavy on the brakes to make the turn as they go through. He gets a better run this time. On to Get My Pipe. Does Get My Pipe defend as they go through here on the back straight up to the Parabolica. Around the bend they go. Henchman and White Meat are battling. They are less than a second apart, but right now the closest battle is for 4th. Rathwell sets the new fast lap at a 124 flat. Mitch resets the fastest lap with a 124 flat. As we go through, ER10 dives into the pits. Give me my pipe. Defends on the inside. Marlon Conga sets a new fast lap at 1:23.5. Mitch makes it around the outside and gets it to stick on Get My Pipe. Now Mitch is going to try to hunt down Rathful. Rathful knows he has the pace. He's able to get 3-second separation. But the question is, can Mitch pull from Get My Pipe? As Get My Pipe is looking very racy right behind him in that Haas to the Red Bull. Anything can happen. As Henchman is 4 to 6 tenths back from White Meat. He is trying to chase down that leader there. As they're on 12-lap old medium compound tires. We're going to dive back on to Get My Pipe. The DRS is open and he is hauling. These two drivers have reeled Rathful into 2.4 seconds. They go through Italy here. Through Ascari they go. Get My Pipe, trying to make something happen as Henchman is still 6 tenths back from White Meat as he's reeling him in. We're going to jump back over. Henchman has nothing that he can do with White Meat, so he's going to try to work a little bit of a maneuver through the turn 1 and 2 for the first chicane to try to reel them in. We're going to look back over as Get My Pipe. We have a yellow sector 3. Looks like it's Butters has lost it again. But we're going to ride along with Henchman as he goes through. Canada King has fallen to ER10. Marlin sets a new fast lap. He is on a rampage, 7 seconds back behind Get My Pipe. He wants to make something happen as they go through. Mitch has separated the gap to almost 3/4 of a second, while White Meat has pulled his gap to about 3/4 of a second also to Henchman as they go through. Looks like the drivers that need to get away are getting away as Get My Pipe loses the back end a little, but he saves it. What an amazing save from the young driver as he goes through. Hopefully he can regather himself and catch up. Mitch has reeled Rathful into 1.8 seconds. Rathful knows he's going to need to push the most that he can if he wants to catch these front runners, because he is 21 seconds behind them, and if he wants to make it happen. We're going to dive along with the leaders here as they come through with White Meat. We're going to do a quick order run. There is Butters ahead of them. We're going to see how much does Butters hold them up, if he does or doesn't at all, as Ringwraith gets a 3-second time penalty. Henchman, 1.2 seconds back. He's sitting second. Rathful sitting third. Mitch sitting fourth. Get My Pipe sitting fifth. Marlin sitting sixth. He's 6.5 seconds. Trying to do everything he can to reel it in. Ringwraith seventh with 3.4 seconds. Hockey has 5.6 on those hards. ER10, 20 seconds back. Henchman losing it a little bit there. Dropping ever so much more time than he really needs to. As they go through, he's trying to make something happen, but he didn't lose a whole lot of time to where he's falling back. Only about a tenth or two as they go. We have Hockey has 8th, ER10 9th. The Ferrari duo battling out on 2 different strategies. Like I said before, Henchman gets another 3-second time penalty. He is just racking on the time penalty. He needs to start working on harnessing that back up. Yes, Canada King is in 10th. That means points for Williams. Knock on wood, ladies and gentlemen. He may actually get points. I don't want to commentate or curse that. We have Canada King sitting 10th, Butters 11th as we go through. White Meat is into the pits. We're going to keep an eye and see where he runs out. Where is Rathful? Rathful is coming down the back straight with an angry Mitch, 2 seconds back, trying to make something happen. Here comes Rathful around the parabolic. White Meat going to those soft compound tires. Rathful onto the main straight. Where is White Meat? White Meat is still into the pits. This is very treacherous for White Meat. That means he needs to push those soft compound tires the best that he can as Rathful gets past him. Mitch gets past him. Does Get My Pipe get past White Meat? No, it doesn't. But Get My Pipe can put the pressure on White Meat and make him make a mistake. We are riding with White Meat. There's a safety car. Butters has retired from the session. So this is definitely going to play into the hands of White Meat when this whole strategy plays out. Looks like where Butters lost it, he lost the back end in the middle of Sector 2. What a shame. He was looking very strong in the pace. So there was 17, now there's 10. The top 10. Canada King is getting points. It's not a commentator curse, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, hold on. Let me not say that. I don't want to curse that. Here we go. This is going to help out White Meat. White Meat is going to save on his soft compound tires, but he can't push too hard trying to keep up with everybody while the safety car is happy. Let's get my pipe. It's a 3-second time penalty. Henchman is in the pits. Where is Henchman going to come out in all of this? Because he's going to go on soft compound tires. He's going to want to take the battle. As Wrathful comes around the parabolic, what's going to happen? Here we go. Wrathful comes around. Where is Henchman going to come out? Henchman is coming just ahead of Wrathful. Wrathful needs to... Oh, here they go through turn 1. Ooh, Henchman made it work. Henchman made it happen. How many moves was this? Everybody's pit. 16 places for Henchman from the back to the front. Can he keep this? He's got 10 laps to hold it out. Welcome to the 19 viewers. You have to make your call. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? You've seen it here. Henchman, 16 places ahead. Wrathful, 4 places ahead. Mitch started third. He's sitting third right now. White Meat's moved up fourth. A lot of the front runners who look fast have fallen back. The question is, how many drivers here? There are 10 drivers. Who in the race is going to be like, you know what? I'm going to switch to soft and I'm going to make something happen here. Because you're already in the top 10. You're going to get points. And you know the safety car, so you're not really going to fall back a whole lot. How many drivers in this front are going to try to risk going to the soft, fall back a couple, like five or four spots, and push? I want to hear in the comments from the viewers, what is your strategy? What would you do if you knew that there's 10 drivers? Would you pit or would you stay out? Please mention in the comments. Yes, Echo, he did play that just right. I think if Wrathful pushed a little bit harder at one point, the racing point path, yes, Deer Hunter, it would be a racing path. You would pit go. Gotta go fast? Yes. Yes, Skeppy. Wrathful needs to push. He needs to make a jump. He needs to make something happen with this safety car. He needs to send it. Marlon gets a 5-second time penalty. He dove into the pits. That's not going to help him out, but we know he's going to go to that soft strategy. He's been fast all day. That's going to slot Canada King up to 8th right now. Even though Marlon's got to get past him, Marlon has a 5-second time penalty and maybe more. This can help him out as they go through. So right now the order, the dual racing points, Henchman sitting first, Wrathful second. Canada King gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Come on, Canada King. Come on. You got to bring in the points for Williams. Mitch sitting third. White Meat fourth. Get My Pipe fifth. Ring Race sixth. ER10 seventh. Canada King 8th. Hockey has 9th, and Marlon is sitting 10th. This is definitely not going to help out Marlon with Hockey has on those other soft compound tires that are still fresh, just like him, that anything can happen. Spark, welcome Spark. Welcome to the view. Please, the people that have watched, please give me who your driver of the day is. I will let them know in the pre-post interview. How does Canada King record under caution? Trying to go fast under caution. That's how you get a time penalty. So here we go. Safety car is in this lap. Can Wrathful get a jump? He's got Mitch right behind him. We're going to keep an eye on everybody as they go through. The drivers are starting to try to get their tires all warmed up. Ring Wraith gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Get My Pipe. That's not helping their race out. ER10 getting ahead of Canada King. Come on, Wrathful. The viewers want to see you push. Here they go around the Parabolica, and they push. Mitch getting an amazing run on Wrathful. Wrathful down the main straight. Mitch on the inside. What can Wrathful do? Doesn't look like he has anything to defend. White meat on those softs. He's going to try something. The Haas's are battling out in the back. Wrathful falls behind. He's got white meat all over the back end of him on those fresh soft compound tires as they go through. Here they go. Henchman now pulls a 4/10 gap on Mitch. Mitch pulls a 5/10 gap. White meat all over the back of Wrathful. But does white meat send it? He doesn't send it. He backs out of it. We have 8 laps to go. Mitch. White meat gets a 3-second time penalty. This is helping Wrathful out in this race. Wrathful doesn't have any penalties, I believe. He can slot up if Mitch and Henchman has time penalties. If Mitch gets a time penalty, this will help Wrathful out. Wrathful doesn't have anything. He could get his first. I'm not going to say it. Can't do a podium curse. As we jump back here, white meat all over the back end of Wrathful. As they go through, get my pipe. 5/10s back on those medium compound tires. These drivers are putting it in rich and pushing as fast as they possibly can. As they go through, Mitch has fallen back to a second. Wrathful is sitting third. Is Wrathful going to try to make something happen here as they come onto the main straight? White meat 2/10s back from Wrathful as they come down the main straight. Wrathful defending on the inside. Through Marlon Congress, it's a new fast lap number 122.244. As they come down to the main straight into turn 1, they go. Does white meat make something stick? No. But get my pipe is all over the back of white meat as they come through here up to around the right hand bend up to the second chicane. White meat 4/10s back from Wrathful. These drivers are riding very close to a tight battle. Marlon 2/10s back. What can he do? He looks to the outside. ER10 defends on the inside. Marlon throws his car up the outside, inside, and makes it stick. But ER10 says, no, sir, I'm going to keep battling with you. But Marlon says, no, thank you, and punches it and gets out. Now Hockey has on those fresh soft top tires behind his teammate is looking very racy. With Ring Wraith also back there. What is going to happen to the Ferrari when they get into this battle? White meat still 2/10s back from Wrathful. Wrathful's 3/10s back from Mitch. Wrathful looking very racy. He loses it just a little bit, but he saves. He knows the other drivers have time penalties. As long as he stays in there, he could be up in the front. As white meat 2/10s back behind Mitch, he's taking the battle up to the front of the battle. He's all over the gearbox. Wrathful still ahead of Get My Pipe. DRS is enabled. It's on. The game is open. Let's see what happens with the wings. Does not look like they're opening for these drivers as they come through. Looks like Get My Pipe is going to try something on the inside of Wrathful, but backs out of it. Hockey has an ER10 swap spots through this track. Looks like Ring Wraith loses it through the first chicane. And that's going to fall back down to 9th. He gets a 3-second time penalty as he goes through. White meat looks on the inside. Mitch closes the door on him. White meat tries to get a run. He gets a run. He's going on the inside, coming up to the double right. He backs out of it. Wrathful still a second back from these drivers. Henchman is still only 3.8 seconds back as they go through. Yes, Henchman has penalties. He has about 6 to 9 from my guess as they go through. But white meat has a time penalty, and so does, I don't think Mitch has. White meat tries it. He makes it stick in front of Ascari. He puts his car there. He makes it stick. Mitch has to back out of it. Here comes Wrathful as they go down the back straight. Wrathful having Get My Pipe and Marlon. Marlon is on a charge. Marlon does have a 5-second time penalty. He does not have enough time, I believe, through this race to actually gap everybody by 5 seconds as they go through. What is Marlon going to do? Get My Pipe's going to have to defend. He puts his car in the middle, makes it 3 cars wide as they come down the back straight. Marlon Conga, look, is he going to do a late move switcheroo? He doesn't. He backs out of it. Get My Pipe now 2/10s back from Wrathful as they come through. Wrathful 3/10s back from Mitch, pushing as hard as he can. These drivers need to catch white meat the best that they can, and Henchman if they want to try to make something happen. Here comes Wrathful, looking very racy. He's showing them the Canadian pride here in Tier 3, up here in P4, taking the fight to Mitch. With Get My Pipe, 2/10s right back behind them. Marlon Congress dropped back about 5/10 on those soft 4-lap old soft compound tires. Here they go. DRS is open. Raffle defending on the inside. Here they go. Freight training down the second DRS section. Marlon Conga looks, backs out of it. Raffle, get my pipe, gets another 3-second time penalty. This is helping Raffle. Raffle runs it really wide, but still controls the car. They go through. Marlon Conga, he's going to try to make a move at Get My Pipe. The Ferrari duo can look at a top 5 based on the penalties as we go through. We know Marlon Conga has a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. I do not believe he served that. As we go through, Raffle 4/10 back. Is he going to make something stick to Mitch? He looks to the inside. Raffle's going to try it. He's going to make it stick. Does he? Raffle makes it stick. Get My Pipe was looking at the door, but Mitch closed it as they go through. Get My Pipe sitting right behind him. Raffle showing him the elbows. He's sitting third now, 2 seconds back from White Meat. He needs to push. He needs to push all he can. Marlon Conga still a 10th back. These drivers are freight train. They're showing the pace and the ability. Here they go. As I'm losing my voice. Mitch, a 10th back from Raffle. Through the right-hand bend as they go through the back straight. DRS is open. Will Mitch make something happen? There's 5 laps left to go. Marlon looking on the inside. He makes it, does not make it stick to Get My Pipe. He has to back out of it. As Get My Pipe now 3/10 back behind Mitch. Marlon runs it extremely wide, but that's going to allow Hockey has to reel them in to less than a second. We have a massive freight train from 3rd to 7th. Raffle has dropped 2/10 since getting past Mitch to White Meat. He needs to do everything he possibly can in hopes that their tires drop off in front of him to let him reel in. Here goes Raffle. Raffle sticking the outside line. Mitch going on the inside. They go side by side. DRS is open. Raffle, Mitch closing the door massively on Raffle, almost pushing him off the track. As they go through, Raffle defends as hard as he can to hold back Get My Pipe. Get My Pipe falls back to a second. That's going to give Raffle a little bit of a breathing space while Marlon Conga and Hockey Hess are chasing down Get My Pipe. About 4/10 back. Raffle still 3/10 back for Mitch as we have this massive battle for 3rd place. Anything can happen. If a driver catches the gravel piece, they are lost. As Raffle goes through, can he take the fight back? Looks like he has about 38% of his ERS left as he goes through. DRS is open. Get My Pipe holding off as much as he possibly can. DRS closed into a scar. Here they go. Get My Pipe runs very wide. Marlon Conga gets an amazing run on him. He's about a 10th. Marlon Conga looks on the outside. Get My Pipe holding off on the inside. Can't Get My Pipe throw the car on the inside. He throws the car on the inside to defend. Marlon Conga goes wide out by the curves. Get My Pipe defends on the inside as they go through. Raffle 6/10 back from Mitch as they are now freight train. Marlon Conga trying on the outside. Get My Pipe defending on the inside. What's going to happen up to turn 1? Marlon Conga tries to do a switchback but backs out of it. Looks like Get My Pipe loses it in the chicane and has to wait. What a shame. He gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, even though to avoid crashing into another driver. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Marlon 4/10 back from Raffle. Raffle 6/10 back from Mitch as they go through here. Into sector 2 in the double rights. Raffle looking very racy, showing the pace, showing that he has the ability to push as much as he possibly can. Marlon gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to fall him back. This is falling into Raffle's hand. He does not have If Mitch has a time penalty, this can help him out. We know Henchman has a lot. As we go through, Raffle needs to push as much as he can with 2 laps to go. He's on the 666s of the times to Mitch as he fights him down. Back straight they go. Marlon Conga trying to get the slipstream run on Raffle. Raffle trying to hold the gearbox of Mitch as they go through the Parabolica. Mitch not having an ability with the DRS open. What can Raffle do? We know Marlon Conga is racing, but we know he has a lot of time points. Welcome to the 25 viewers as they come through. Raffle looking on the inside. Is he going to send it? He's going to send it. Down Raffle goes into turn 1. Mitch bails out of it. There's Marlon Conga all over the back of Mitch as they go through. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I am losing my voice. Marlon Conga on the back end of Mitch as they go up into Sector 2, into the second chicane. Here we go. Raffle sticking his line. Mitch holding his car in the defense of the middle, not trying to hold anybody up very much longer as they go through. Mitch still 2 tenths behind Raffle with Marlon, 3 tenths behind Mitch. But don't forget, we still have Get My Pipe all over the back of Marlon. He is looking very racy with Hockey Has in the midst of less than a second as they go through the second DRS zone. Let's see what happens. Marlon Conga looks onto the inside, but he backs out of it with Mitch. He backs out as well. As Raffle gets an amazing run out of Ascari. But what is Marlon Conga going to do? Marlon Conga looking to try to get the slipstream to make something happen. He's going to look. Marlon Conga, did he lose? Did he run out of fuel? I think Marlon Conga ran out of fuel. I don't know what happened. Marlon Conga has fallen back. He's trying to go for the fastest. What happened? I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch looking on the outside. Raffle defending on the inside. Marlon Conga has defended. He is retired. Raffle giving everything he can. He is sticking his elbows out. He's saying, no thank you, Mitch. This is my race. As he goes through, they are 3.8 seconds back from Whitney. Mitch and Raffle showing on an amazing race as Hockey Has and Get My Pipe are battling out. They are side by side. Raffle and Mitch are ahead. Oh, Hockey Has tries to send it up on the inside. Get My Pipe closes the door. Hockey Has loses it. ER10 gets around. What a shame to the drivers, but the battle for third as we go. We have a yellow sector 1 through that as they come around. Mitch 3 tenths back from Raffle. Raffle trying to defend everything he has. Marlon Conga has left the session. Mitch is looking at on the inside with the DRS is open. Raffle all over the gearbox as Mitch makes it through, but can Raffle take the fight back? He gets an amazing run. Raffle has 20% ERS. Mitch only has 8%. Raffle can make it happen. Raffle tries it on the outside. Mitch on the inside as they come through the Parabolica. Around the last corner they go. Raffle runs it really wide. They go down on the gearbox. Can he get the slipstream across the line? Let's see what happens. No, they cannot. Henchman is going to win the Italian Grand Prix in first. White Meat second. Mitch third. Raffle fourth. What an amazing show of driving by the Tier 3 drivers. ER10 fifth. Get My Pipe is going to slot into sixth. Canada King is going to bring home the money, ladies and gentlemen, to 7th. Hopefully he doesn't crash out. Oh, it looks like he's listening to the stream. We've got Ring Wraith. He's bringing it in towards the end here to slot his car in 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, who was your driver of the day? Please comment into the comment section as we get everything. As Ring Wraith crashes. Oh, I have lost my voice, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing race that we have. Tier 3 showing on a spectacle as we go through. We're going to get Henchman in. We're going to get White Meat. And we're going to get Mitch in as we go through and see what happens. Welcome, welcome. If you guys liked what you see, please click the follow. Please click the subscribe. We are doing so much for the F1 Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. We also have Tier 2, 10 p.m. Eastern. We have Tier 1. We have F2 Friday night. This is on Xbox, but next season for 2020, we do have a PC league coming, Echo. Please hit us up on Twitter at Breakout Racing League. If you want to join in, we can get you on Discord for the PC league as well. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Henchman wins the Italian Grand Prix from last to first in the Racing Point car with 6 seconds of time penalties. White Meat finishing second in the McLaren, starting 8th. Mitch starting 3rd, finishing 3rd. Wrathful starting 6th, finishing 4th. What an amazing battle. Honestly, I'm going to have to give the shared driver of the day to Mitch and Wrathful for an amazing battle. Even though Henchman did win it from last to first, he did have 6 seconds of time penalties, but it's an amazing thing that he's able to achieve and pull off. As well as ER10 finishing ahead of his teammate in 5th, Get My Pipe. Even though he started on 2nd, he showed very strong pace, rounding out in the Haas of 6th. Candy King bringing home the points at 7th. Ring Wraith bringing the home points at 8th. What an amazing race. We're going to get the drivers in here for their podium interviews. Let's get these drivers going. And let's see, I got Mitch, White Meat, and Mr. Henchman. Please, please. Thank you for the following. Elson Forestista? I think that's how you say your name. If I mispronounce it, I apologize, but thank you for the follow. We have amazing battles coming through. For the drivers that have entered the party, please click the audio box to have your audio included. Mitch is in. Let's see who we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys put on a show for the people. We had 26 viewers of your race. I have to say, what a wonderful battle all tier 3 did in here. Congratulations to the top 3. We have Mitch, the 3rd place finisher, White Meat, the 2nd place finisher, and Henchman, the winner of the Italian Grand Prix. We're going to get started with 3rd place, Mitch, because we all want to know the battle that you and Wrathful had towards the end of the race. Talk us through it, because I almost lost my voice commentating that. You guys showed so much poise, so much class, so much professionalism, but you guys battled it out lap after lap. Talk us through that, Mitch.
I mean, it was exactly that. It was just trying to not get a penalty, because that would have just screwed you over. And it was mixed between that and then just the back and forth. The way this track is laid out, if you overtake them on one DRS zone, chances are they're going to get you on the next one. So, whenever I think he overtook me on the 24th or 25th lap and on the main stretch, and I decided not to fight him too hard, so that hopefully I could overtake him on the next time around. And it ended up working out pretty well there. And I think I was talking to him after the race, and I think both of us finished that race with 0 fuel left and pretty much no ERS at all. So both of us were running on fumes by the time we got to the end of that thing. But yeah, it was an awesome battle back and forth. It was just trying not to screw each other up while also trying to get the advantage on the other guy.
Well, it was an amazing battle. The viewers were definitely seeing. A lot of the viewers were, cheering on Wrathful for, sticking his elbows out and battling with you and taking the fight. And we just have to say thank you for the show and the race that you guys all had. To the driver of White Meat. Now, White Meat, we saw you go with, just like our race winner here, Henchman, White Meat, we saw you go with the alternate strategy of medium to softs. Were you expecting a little bit of a 2nd place finish? Yes, the softs are a lot faster in Italy, but, we saw you come out and you were sitting back in 6th, and you knew a lot of the medium tire drivers in front of you were going to have to battle it out. I mean, talk us through your whole entire race.
Yeah, I figured, give it a shot, because I'm not really in the championship running anymore, so I'm just swinging for home runs, trying to get race wins at this point. So I figured, why not try something different? Maybe be a little bit faster at the end, and it worked out.
Now, we do know a lot of the questions was with time penalties throughout the whole entire race. Were you at least a little worried that towards the end of the race, if the drivers had caught you, how that was going to play a factor with the time penalties? Or was it just kind of like I wasn't thinking of it just head down, punch it, and go.
Yeah, I knew I had 3 seconds, so I was just trying to get that gap to Mitch or whoever was going to end up in third once I was able to get past him.
Well, congratulations to you. You showed off an amazing battle. Definitely, fighting off with Mitch, Marlon, and just working your way through the race. Now, on to Henchman. I have to say, congratulations. 17 to first. And you showed up late to the race, and I don't believe you had a chance to qualify as well. Not in your normal racing car of the Haas, but you're in the Racing Point. What is going on with you right now, Henchman? Like what's going on right now?
I'm pretty much speechless, dude. It's my first ever league race win, so I'm yeah, pretty ecstatic at the moment.
Well, I like I said, congratulations. I mean, we saw that you had you picked up a few time penalties, 3 second time penalties, and like I was talking to White Meat with the time penalties. I mean, were you how like? I mean, just talk to the viewers. Let us know what was your thoughts when you came out of that pit lane and you were like, "I'm ahead.
Yeah,
I'm ahead."
yeah. That last safety car certainly helped me. I was going to pit the same lap for the softs as what White Meat did. Not White Meat. I can't remember who was in front of me at the time. Um, but I thought I'll stay out one extra lap, and that's when the safety car came out, and I was able to put the softs on, and I got just back out in front of Rathful, and I just knew I knew I had time penalties, and as soon as the safety car went, I thought I've just got to go and try and make a gap, and then noticed that once White Meat got into the second, and he had a 3 second penalty, and I sort of had that 1.5 second buffer over him, and I thought if I can just hold it, I thought I'm on here, and yeah, I managed to hold it off, so I'm quite happy.
Well, I have to say, congratulations on your first win. This is definitely going to help boost a lot of the drivers in the Drivers' Championship. What a wonderful race that you guys all had. I honestly have to say, congratulations. What a
Thank you.
wonderful battle to all these drivers. Even Italy is clearly an endurance race. We've seen it all through all the tiers. Happy to see a lot of the drivers finish. I just wanted to give a big shout out to, of course, all the drivers of Tier 3 that had showed up, all the viewers, all 26 of you that have came out, watched, followed, liked. Please, if you like what you see, please click the follow button to see more content. Like I said, on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, no, 9 p.m. Eastern, no, 10 p.m. Eastern time, I apologize, is F2, where you get to see some of the best American drivers battle it out in F2 cars. I help out and stream those. Sorry. 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. We have Tier 2 for the BRL F1 Championship. Please come out and watch that. That is definitely a close battle that we have. And 10 p.m. we have Tier 1, the fastest American drivers that we have battle it out with some of the fastest drivers around the world. Please come, watch, click follow, please. If you guys are interested in joining, hit us up on Twitter. We do have a Discord. We are looking to open up for a PC League for next season for 2020. So I just want to say thank you to all the viewers. And my name is BRL Exia 1984, and I am signing off, and have a good night.